Dzień dobry, jak się masz? Dzień dobry, Polska. I just had to do that, guys. I recently had the chance to be featured on a local channel. I would say it's called Aliens in Poland. And it made me think a lot about certain questions that I get uh, of Dlaczego Polska, Dlaczego Warszawa, yes, moja miasto. I hope that was right. Uh, Quickly, my name is Musa. I'm a Canadian Pakistani, and I've been living in Warsaw for the past almost 5 years now. Pięć lato. And always people ask me why Poland, and it's always surprising to me because I feel that Poland is a fantastic country. The people are amazing, very kind, very hardworking, very persistent, very aware of themselves. I know the country has had a very hard and harsh history. I remember the first time that I was here in 2016. Uh, I was standing in Stare Miasto, Warszawa, on Uprising Day, and when you have this 1 minute of silence, I started crying, and I couldn't understand why I was crying during that moment, because I'm not from here, my family is not from here, and it was my first time in a completely different culture. But I felt so much love and so much connection and so much belonging. And I had been searching for that belonging for so long, because I lived in Canada, I lived in Pakistan, I lived in Oman, I was in Bahrain for a bit. Uh, and everywhere I was going, there was a part of me that was searching for a place where I felt I belonged. And Warsaw or Warszawa is one miasto which I truly felt that the city was calling me. And one aspect of it is also I'm very, very inspired by the history of the city, by what this city and what the people went through. Either that be the city being completely destroyed by the Germans in 1945 after the city stood up against the occupiers, or that be the occupation that the country suffered under the Soviet Union and still choosing to stand back up even after the darkest of days, and being and building the city that we call our home today, with so much love, so much kindness, so much openness towards others, so much advancement in technology, in infrastructure, in safety. Um, but for me, the main point was just being inspired by the city and by understanding how much people actually care about the country. And you can say that, there's many other cities that were destroyed and many other countries, people cared about their country. Uh, but I guess everyone has a place for them. And for me, this country is special. Um, I feel Polakium. I feel like I belong here. Uh, I feel like I would want to live my life here. And even though there are moments where I meet internationals and sometimes they question uh, that why they're here. Sometimes they meet bad people, and there is bad and racist people everywhere in the world, in Pakistan, in Canada, everywhere. But I feel like a lot of it, at least in my experience, depends on my perception. So if I leave my home with this intention that, I'm different and everyone is treating me differently because I'm different, I would perceive everything in that way. But if I'm kind and compassionate, and if I'm open, and I also understand that I am representing myself, my religion, uh, my nation in a different culture, and I need to also be respectful of that culture because I'm technically a guest. since I'm choosing to move here. So I should be more accepting of the culture and of the traditions as well, and be more curious uh, towards that culture, towards the people. And that's why now I'm also learning język polskiego, ale bardzo trudno. But with time, I will get better. This is just a short message to the Polish people, to the Polish country. You guys are awesome. Thank you for having me here. And yeah, I hope now you understand that why I'm in Poland. Pa.